I'm sitting here at the plant entrance for my next load. It's supposed to be something extruded aluminum or something, and it's going to Utah, which is really nice. About 2,000 miles. Supposed to deliver on Friday. I've already been back there once. I had trouble with, I'm missing a number on the order that came through for me. Was missing the pickup number that they're expecting in the guard shack. They had me go ahead and drop my trailer. So I'm bobtail right now. And then they had me wait over in the lot. They have actually overnight parking here. A nice big parking lot. So there's cars, and then back there, let's see. Yeah, back over there about where that orange truck is, or that's a bunch of parking over there. And it's a bit of an odd place. The entrance is right over there, and getting in, like the last little bit is right through a tiny little town, a tiny little road. It's pretty ridiculous. I thought I might be in the wrong place, or like I didn't know if like it looked like a road that trucks might be restricted on. But I guess it's the way to get here. So we'll probably update once I get the load if I can, and we'll see how this goes. So I've got some extra PPE on, personal protective equipment, my glasses, and the hard hat. This warehouse wants them on. So I'm inside the warehouse about to hooked up to the trailer, about to get secured, and then I have to move it somewhere in here to get it tarped. So this is out the windshield. That's the direction I came through. I came around that corner to the right. Well, it's kind of hard to tell. One of those, well, basically the red line over there, if you can see it in the floor. That's where the path in was. Came around here. It's an interesting warehouse. Lots going on in here. Lots of, so there's, I think that might be a tarp machine over there. And there's tarping stations here. And then the trailer was just parked right here. Had a little bit of trouble with getting the landing gear up on this one. I've had one in the past where I broke a bolt, so I was trying to be nice to it, but I used some WD-40 on it and was able to get it up, and inspected the brakes and the tires. And now we've got this aluminum, those are round, these are more round, and it looks like there were some square-ish, is that a crack? No, that's just a line. I think that's just a marker. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Kind of an interesting, odd little warehouse. There's some of those, got those, I don't know what they're called, the cranes. This is a big place. Anyways, let's get securing, and then we'll see what we do next. It's about 6:45 p.m. and I still haven't left the plant. I just pulled out a little while ago. I actually got stuck at the at the inside of the gate for the shift change. So I sat there for like 25 minutes. So if I was just like 10 minutes earlier, I would have gotten through, but it was no big deal. I'll take a look at the truck. They still don't want me they don't want me getting up on the deck of the truck even out here, so I was thinking about adjusting one of the securement things, but if I need to do that, I'll have to do it at a load check later on. But I guess the decision about staying here, I could drive more, and there is stuff that could be potentially open. I don't know. I've just been up for a while now, since near 4 a.m. And I think it'll just be better days if I go ahead and call it now and get up early again tomorrow. See how that does. I think, I mean, I could drive, but I'm getting a little worn. So, probably better to just call it. So I'll take a look at the truck and we'll see where we're at with the load. So there's the front of the plant again. I never did ask what their source of aluminum is, or like what the input is, if it's like ore or recycling or what, or if it's just like some people send stuff here to be processed or what. But my nose has been bothering me, so I might sneeze. It seemed like the inside of that warehouse or the place we were in was bothering me. It seemed to clean up a lot now that I've moved out here. But got the everything strapped and tarped, and there's a layer of plastic underneath as well. And it's pretty good. And I was thinking about putting another one part of that bulkhead that's up there, splitting it in half and putting it back here. They don't want me up on top of the trailer working on stuff. So for now, I've just put a bunch of bungees back and forth. I am able to get bungees back and forth by clipping one and making a string of them as I walk back and walk around the end of the trailer, and then I can hook it to the other side. So I've just done that a bunch of times. Hopefully that keeps everything where it's supposed to be. Because I was trying to fit into the spot. I got as close as I dared. But I'm sticking out a little bit in front. But anyways, I've got a nice long trip to make. Shouldn't be bad. Should be 3 full days of driving and then delivering on the 4th probably. And we'll see how this rides. I think it should be okay. That's part of the reason I put in this bulkhead. One of the nice things about it is to have it help shelter this front end and the back end. I might switch this to a single stack of 3 and split it. But might do that later, not here at this lot. And I did leave open a winch here, and there's one on the other side about in this area. and I can pin, I might pin the tarps. They probably aren't going to be bad. When they're low down like that, they're usually not bad. But in case I wanted to, I did, and I probably used more straps than I needed to, but I just these in addition to being different shapes, these things are also different sizes, and so I didn't have. I just kind of sort of eyeballed it, make sure it looked like it's basically more than enough, is what I want to shoot for, and it's it takes less time to just throw a couple more straps than to like figure out exactly how many I need, and maybe I could save one or two or whatever, but by the time I figure out how many I need, I could just throw a couple more and tighten them down. It's not that big deal, and it makes it, I don't know, peace of mind is nice that I have no worries at all. And yeah, it's a nice, fairly peaceful place, seems like. So I'll probably stay here and then see how well I do at getting up in the morning. I have set an alarm. We'll see if I do a good job of going to sleep. I'll leave that alarm in place around 4. See if I can get up and get going. We'll see. It's about 5:20 p.m. and where are we near? We're near Fremont, Indiana. Haven't gone very far today. Didn't get a great start. Didn't get to bed on. I didn't get to sleep as early as I should have. So I got up and got going around 6 a.m. A little bit late start, but I did enjoy the Pennsylvania drive. I enjoy that state. And then, let's see, Ohio and Indiana have both been windy. Ohio especially has been windy. And tons of road work. It feels like half the I-80 is under construction, which makes sense. Spring's probably one of the nicer seasons to work on the road. I don't know if that goes into their consideration, but it is one of those necessary things that needs to happen. But they could probably do better at removing the speed restrictions when they're not necessary, because miles and miles of speed limits just down at like 50, 55, 45 on an interstate, just protecting some cones and there's nobody there. That's pretty frustrating. I think I started to wonder if they just leave the construction sites up because they don't want to pay to store them. Like, they'd just rather leave them out on the road than have to pay their people to scoop them up and put them somewhere, and then they'd have to have the property or whatever to be able to store them or whatever. Or maybe it's just lazy. I don't know. Sometimes I think they just leave them out just because they don't want to bother putting them away. But anyways, and I've been dealing with some wind. Let's go look at the truck a little bit. here at a kind of a restaurant. Actually, I might move up one spot. That spot just opened, although it looks like I'm here beside a reefer, which is a little noisy. And I think this flatbed beside me is probably going to move. He's probably going to keep going. He's working on his tarps right now. I think it looks like he's having trouble getting them to stay. I don't know if you can see him in the mirror there, but it looks like his tarps are kind of loose on the load, and he doesn't have really great options for keeping it still. The load I have is pretty it's a short in stature, so it's pretty good at like avoiding wind, or it's not as bad in the wind, but it's still the wind has been trying to pull the front out. I don't know what this guy is, but let's see. Is this mic on? Yeah. So, let's see. So that the black tarp there has been trying to pull out, and I had to stop. Well, I saw it starting to try to pull out, and I thought before it got any worse, I would stop and see if I could do something about it. So I pulled this blue up a little bit, made sure there was still plenty of the black underneath of it, and pulled it back down a bit, and then put this strap in to hold, make sure it can't slip out. And then I did this one as well. I don't think this one was as much in danger of pulling out, but it was trying to start working that way, so I went ahead and did another one to pin here. And I was looking at this. I was considering moving part of my bulkhead back here right now, but I just came back and looked at it, and all the bungees stayed where I put them last, and it seems to have stopped moving around, because I added a bunch more bungees last time I stopped. But this has seemed to calm down. One of the things I thought is, next time I do this, I'll probably try to make if I can, and I probably could on this load. I think I remember that I could have taken this blue tarp a little further on the up on the load. I kind of want to. My thought when I was doing it was it will be easier to fold if it's all the same level, and so I just brought it up to the next thing here. But I think if I had taken it up just a little bit more, it would protect that front edge from getting pulled by the wind, and that's where it's catching and trying to peel itself out. So next time I'll try to run it up. But and then I added some extra bungees on this tarp especially. I think it's more flexible, but it was like some of the spaces were like bubbling out a little bit, so I added a handful of extra bungees, and for the most part it's been fine. It's a pretty nice spring day driving, and didn't get incredible mileage. Kind of a slow day today. I don't know if I already said how much I did. I did 575, which isn't great. It's like 100 less than I maybe could do. But I can make it up on the delivery day on Friday, which isn't a great way to plan, but stuff is filling up. I'm not real close to Chicago. Yeah, I'm about 2 hours out, but stuff is starting to fill up. And I just ran into, it doesn't look like it's bad now, but it was starting to back up. There's construction, and Google was reporting an accident ahead. So before I get just like sitting in traffic and just sitting still and whatever, I don't know. I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna park for now and see if I can get a better start tomorrow morning. And we'll go from there. It is just about noon Central Time now. I switched time zones on Wednesday, April 30th. I'm still in the middle of the big load, headed to Utah. I did a pretty good job, not a great job, but okay, at getting up this morning. I didn't do a great job of going to sleep like I wanted to, but so I turned the original alarm off that I had set. I set one for like as late as I would possibly. I didn't want to still be sleeping when my driver manager gets to work. But so I set an alarm to avoid that. But then I ended up waking up at like 4:45 anyways. And went ahead and got up and got going by about 5 on the road. And been doing good. Listened to a couple of courses. Finished up a course on nutrition. I've part of Peterson Academy. Did a course on nutrition. The last lecture for that one. Learned a bit of some interesting things about their microbiome. And things to feed it. And one interesting thing was that it seems like taking it slow and letting your body know that you're about to eat, or like having that thought, there's some preparation your body can do that makes eating more valuable and more nutritious. So in effect, he didn't say this, but the effect is that like a normal, like, or like a family ritual kind of, or like the practice of eating family dinner or whatever, family meals, is probably a nutritional benefit. I'm probably praying for your food as well, especially if you think about your food, is probably a good thing. And then I started a new course on, it's called Why We Get Sick, but it looks like it's going to be about metabolism and insulin resistance. So I'm learning a little bit about that. Just was watching a podcast, an interview of Dave Ramsey by Chris Williamson. Watched something about, or listened to something about a little bit about the games industry. A new game just came out that smoked a bunch of the major players. They're too afraid to do anything innovative. Some upstart, some of the developers they let go just came in with a 50 or a 30-person team or something. Just came and smoked them all. Released a game that's done really well. A really good artistic piece that people enjoy, and is doing really well. So that's good to see. And just enjoying the drive. Pretty calm. I started on the 2 hours to the east of Chicago this morning, and I think I've done about 473 miles. I don't know if I said I'm on a 30-minute break. So I'm taking a 30-minute break. I got fuel as part of that, which is a good use of the 30-minute break, because going on duty still counts as the break. Got fuel, did a load check, tire check, parked, making the video. But it looks like I'm going to, on my next 150-mile stretch will push me past Omaha, Nebraska, and that should be nice because that should clear before rush hour, which in Omaha, it probably wouldn't be bad in Omaha anyways. But I cleared Chicago this morning without too much fuss. Went around Des Moines. I don't know, there's probably a French way to say that. What else? Davenport. Looks like I went past. And then, yeah, Omaha's the next one. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll probably make it past Lincoln as well today. So I've got 3 hours 40 minutes left on my drive clock. So I'll probably it'll be one full shift and then maybe a partial probably. So we'll see where that ends up. Yep, that's it, I guess. We'll see how it goes from here. It is almost 5:30. I am at a rest stop west of Lincoln, Nebraska. Didn't do a great job getting up, but I'm doing an okay job. It'll be fine. I'll get probably another time zone change going west. Should end up somewhere in Wyoming today, I think. And I've been trying to prioritize getting good sleep. Partly because of the courses I'm taking on health are impressing me that sleep is a crucial factor. Plus, if I get good sleep, then I'm more able to my brain is more able to grow and to learn and to do things in the day that I find valuable. So I'm trying to make that a priority. And I tried last night eating earlier when I stopped so that I was hopefully able to sleep better, and I think that worked. But about ready to roll out and get this day started. See how it goes. Oh, and there's this guy, I was worried about this parking spot that somebody might try to get in that lined area, but it looks like they might have just given me, or I might just have just enough space to get through. There's this double guy getting through, but I think I can just make that turn there. If I was one space to the right, I don't think I could make that. But I think I can do it. So let's get going.
and the day that is coming will set them on fire, says the Lord Almighty. Not a root or a branch will be left to them, but for you who revere my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its rays, and you will go out and frolic like well-fed calves. Then you will trample on the wicked. They will be ashes under the soles of your feet on the day when I act, says the Lord Almighty. Not a root or a branch will be left to them, but for you who revere my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its rays, and you will go out and frolic like well-fed calves. Not a root or a branch will be left to them, but for you who revere my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its rays, and you will go out and frolic like well-fed calves.
I am at the delivery for this load, the aluminum from Pennsylvania to Utah. It's been a good load. Enjoyed the drive. Been listening to a bunch of podcasts and Peterson Academy courses, and had a good morning this morning. Got up before my alarm. My alarm was set for 3:45, and I managed to get in bed and get to sleep pretty good. So I actually started stirring awake around 3. Looked at my clock and thought, well, I've got time now for a shower, because the day before, the shower was just like, I tried signing up for one, and I was like the 6th spot, and it wasn't moving at all, so I gave up on it. But I kind of needed one, so got that done this morning. It feels good. And then drove in through Wyoming and Utah, and I did get the light started to come up as I was going through the Utah mountains, so I didn't miss much of that, which was good, really nice. And I took a route that I haven't been on before. Trucker Path was suggesting going, it was like 40 and 180 something through, let me see if I find the map. It was through Heber City, so it kind of was on the other side of the mountains from Salt Lake City going south, because my delivery was south of Provo. And decided to go ahead and try it out because I was about a half hour ahead of schedule, and it was looking good. And so got a nice mountain drive in, and it wasn't bad at all. Not much traffic, and I might have skipped some of the morning rush hour. I'm not sure how bad it is in Salt Lake City really, but either way, it was a nice drive. I have some footage of it. Hopefully I've been playing some of it. And let's turn the camera around, take a look around, and see what else. Just close out this load and go to the next one. So this is out the front of the truck. It's a nice, beautiful day. Nice day to be working. Beautiful temperatures. It was around mid to high 50s. Maybe it's up to 60s now. Yeah, it's low 60s now. Nice sunshine, nice breeze. Mountains with snow still on them. And it was kind of an odd little place here. Not what I normally expect. It's like this industrial warehouse right next to like a hotel, and there's a theater over there. And let's see. I don't know if I showed the load. It was kind of wrapped up in. Oh yeah, I kind of did when I started up. But there it is. Aluminum something or others. And they got a bunch of aluminum something or others around here, waiting for somebody to come pick it off the back of the trailer. And I've already got a pre-plan came through for next load, a tarp load, but it's a nice 1,500-mile load, so that's okay. Looks like it's supposed to deliver on Tuesday. So I might not be able to reset. We'll see. I'll have to see how. I haven't done the math on it to see what I'm gonna do. So anyways, that's this road wrapped up, I think, and been a good load. Go do the next one.